No one really knows for sure. There are a number of theories, though.
Unfortunately, the meanings of most animist symbols have been lost over time.
This building is the Legrand branch of the Bracer Guild.
There we go. I was like, why won't it let me in the building that it tells me to go to? I wonder how. I wonder why. Oh, the guild emblem. I must not have noticed it earlier with all the mist. Strange. The branches in the capital were closed due to political pressure, but this one still seems to be active. The Legrand branch continues to operate as it always has. That's why I was rather surprised to find out that the capital's branches were no longer active. Come to think of it, we met a bracer back when we were in Bereahard for our field study. But I saw no signs of a guild branch there either. It was closed a year ago. Though, as I understand it, the pressure to close came from the Duke's household, not the imperial government. Is that so? Well, bracers are an eyesore to most of those well-to-do types. They don't bow to authority. You can't bribe them with Mira. They're all about protecting civilians. Give them any excuse to lean on the bracers to get them out of the picture, and that's exactly what they're gonna do. Milliam, that's kind of... You don't mince words, do you? Choice words coming from an intelligence division operative. Do you think you're not complicit in this? Well, it's less us and more Gramps. He went barging into the branches in the capital himself and started telling them what they could and couldn't do. Wow. That explains the instructor's frosty temperament toward him. Man, you guys sure know how to poke a guy where it hurts, don't you? Oh! Now there's a familiar face. I'm pleased to see you again, Toval. Oh, you know each other? Nah, we just ran into each other a couple months ago. Long time no see, Laura. Sounds like Sarah's keeping your nose to the grindstone, huh? Wait, so... you must be a former associate of her instructor, I take it? Pretty much. Bracer Toval. I'm Toval Randonor, a bracer with the guild here in the Empire. Good to meet you, ladies and gents of Class 7. Wait a minute. So it wasn't a coincidence that we ran into you in Bereahard? Bingo! Sarah told me you were going to be there. She wanted me to keep an eye out for you and step in if you ever got in a real tight spot. But she insisted I play it casual and not give myself away. Man, that part was a lot harder than I thought it'd be. I had no idea. Thank you so much for all your assistance back then. Yeah, we wouldn't have been able to bust Machias out without your help. You may not have directly assisted me, but I suppose you have my thanks nonetheless. You're welcome. Sarah's repaid that debt in full, though, so don't worry about it. Interesting. I had no idea that you'd already met some of the members of our class. Incidentally, Toval, the guild's standing here in Erebonia certainly seems to have shifted over the past 2 years. No doubt. Basically, every branch here in the Empire was shut down after the government started putting pressure on us. Some of us found work in a different field, like Sarah. Others transferred to branches outside the country. But we all agreed to get back together if we can ever resume operations in Erebonia again. Until then, we're just trying to keep a low profile, scraping out a living for ourselves. It sounds like a difficult life. Still, with the guild having to decrease its presence, isn't there more than enough work for the remaining branches? I wish. The railway military police deals with a lot of the stuff we would have handled before. Your little lady's friend in particular keeps herself pretty busy. Oh, you mean Claire? Yep, she sure is a hard worker. Although with all the time she spends on work, it's no wonder she doesn't have a boyfriend. Milliam? I'm not sure you should go around sharing the details of people's private lives without their consent. Well, I find enough work to keep the lights on here anyway. And this branch has the Viscount's approval, so we can display our sign without getting in trouble. So that's how it is. Well, it's nice to hear that the Viscount seems pretty supportive of the guild. He seems to find much of himself in the Bracers' way of life. Self-reliance, pride, a focus on helping others. He's long said that if he were free of other responsibilities, he would join the guild and work as a Bracer himself. Oh my, that seems very... I hardly think a man who owns territory in the Empire could just up and join the Bracers. The Radiant Blade Master himself is a Bracer, huh? In terms of strength and standing, he's probably on par with Cassius Bright. I'll bet he'd make S rank right on the spot. You know Cassius Bright? I believe he's currently a Brigadier General in the Liberalian Army, as well as bearer of the title Divine Blade. Guess I should expect no less from a member of the Intelligence Division. Anyway, that's how the Viscount ended up asking me to sort out some tasks for your field study. Let me give those to you now. We got our field study envelope. Field study day 1. Assigned tasks. Arceus school training bout required. I wish for Lady Laura and you, her classmates, to engage in a friendly training bout against students of the Arceus school. When you have prepared sufficiently, please make your way to the training hall, which is down the stairs outside the mansion and to the right. And we have the Ebel Highway monster required. This is from Toval. A monster's been spotted roving the Ebel Highway, and he's a big one. The monster is a Crocodark, and again, on Ebel Highway. I request a Class 7 deal with this threat as soon as they possibly can. And many hands make light work. And this is Duncan. And it says, I need someone to replace a lot of orbment lights all along the highway. If you like putting lights into things, you can find me in Watteau's store. Duncan. Study area is defined as 200 cells radius around Legram. Each student must record his or her activities daily to be remitted to the instructor upon request. Oh, so this is how your field studies go? Generally, yeah. Should we come back tomorrow or pick up our next set of tasks then? Yeah, I've got some work I could use your help with. We're pretty short-handed here, so we've got a real monster of a backlog building up. I'm counting on you to pave the way to Easy Street for me, okay? Will do. Alright then. Let's waste no time getting started. Looks like one of these requests is from the training hall. It seems to be from Klaus. Got a monster extermination request too. We'll have to head out onto the highway for that one. It would be nice if we could cover as many of the townspeople's requests as possible too. That's so cool!